What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. And today we are headed to the first day of Fal.Con. After grabbing some coffee, it was time to head to the day one keynote. As expected, the first day was booked with multiple CrowdStrike executives, and surprisingly, Derek Jeter would be rounding it all off.
Why do you think FTR is important? Yes. I have no idea. I'm so near the spotlight right now.
As the keynote came to an end, I really had no idea what Derek Jeter was going to talk about at an IT security conference, but I was definitely interested to hear him speak.
Okay, next few questions. 5 words or less. What was the highlight of your career?
96, 98, 99, 2000, and 2009.
Which teammate do you admire the most?
Man, I don't know if I can say one. I have 5 words, but I need to be more than 5 words because there's a group of us that are called the Core Four because all 4 of us won 5 championships together. 3 of us were the only 3 of us. One of our pitchers, a guy named Andy Pettit, went home to play in Houston for a couple of years. Myself, Jorge, and Mariano are the only 3 athletes in any of the major sports to play 17 years together on one team. So you add Andy to that, and those guys I've played with since I was 18 years old.
It's here for the Core Four. Derek Jeter, thank you so much.
After the keynote ended, it was time to start the full day of trainings. So just taking my first break. Took me a while to figure out where everything was. Directions aren't the greatest for finding things, and the app they provide you isn't great either. But it's going well, learning new things, gotta get back to it. Now, I should say this is the first time I have ever attended a conference like this, so take my review with a grain of salt, but there were quite a few things that weren't exactly very user-friendly. For example, the door to some of the classrooms that are connected to the main hallway were locked and not intended to be used, but there were no signs indicating this, leading to multiple moments during classes where someone was yanking on the door trying to get in. Needless to say, that was a little distracting. We were expected to enter through the Falcon branded hallway and then take another side hallway to reach the same classroom. But once you figured out the layout, it wasn't so bad. And the application used for the schedule and map of the whole conference was more of a pain than it was worth. I would have much rather been able to export my schedule to a platform of my choosing, such as my Outlook calendar, my Google Calendar, etc. And if there was an option for it, I just did not see it anywhere. And nearing the end of the first day, I definitely felt like things were really crammed together, and CrowdStrike could have probably stretched this out another day to make things a little easier to bounce between and maybe even get to explore the main area that I really didn't get to look at very much, to be honest, other than eating breakfast or lunch. And one final comment, consistently after lunch every single day, there were no paper towels in the men's restrooms. And there were no hand dryers in there either, leading all of us to wipe our hands on our pants. That marks the end of the first day of Fal.Con. Now Gary and I are going to go out and explore the rest of the city.